welcome back to my channel. My name is Monet, better known as Miss Creative Diva. Today we are doing this really pretty sort of rosy gold type look. I was initially going for like an orange look, and somehow you guys, I was vibing and it turned into this. I can't take my dang on eyes off of it. Like, I am loving it. I'm feeling the whole thing. Like, I tried a new technique with the brows. Your girl was just, you know, doing it. I told y'all I had to hit one and I was just vibing. So I hope you guys enjoy these types of videos. Show support by thumbsing up, sharing, liking, commenting. I appreciate it. I comment back. I love to interact with all of you guys. I'm just little me. I love y'all. If you guys are interested in seeing how I achieve this look, let's go ahead and get started. Alright, you guys, so we're going to go ahead and start. I went ahead and apply my moisturizer. The moisturizer that I use on the skin will be listed down below. It is the Pixi Beauty H2O. You guys know that I like to use a water-based primer, and if you guys have oily skin or combination, I do recommend to stay away from silicone primers. I will definitely give y'all more details later. And then next, I did go in for my primer. I'm using the Laura Mercier Blemishless Primer. I really love this because it really mattifies the skin. So it is great for those who have the combo and the oily. Now, if you have dry skin, I do recommend a different primer from them, unless you just really like that matte look. I did go ahead and top it off with a little bit of powder just to add extra matteness to my skin. You guys know that I do get oily, and because I am using my creams again, I do try to make sure that my look stays as matte as possible. For the foundation today, I am going in with the Juvia's Place, but I did end up mixing it with, what is it? I cannot think. I think it's Born This Way foundation. So you guys will notice that the bottom portion of my face is a lot warmer. I could not find the shade that I normally use from Juvia's Place, but I did go ahead and use it, and so you'll see me kind of pack it on to kind of tone that redness down. And so this is how you guys will learn what works for your skin as far as like your tones, whether you're cool or warm. And so this one is actually my shade, and so as you see, it's kind of toning that down. And so I was able to kind of neutralize the color. Next, I went in with my Dermablend Cover Cream. A lot of you guys have questions about it in regards to the product, as far as me testing it and knowing what color worked for me. I did end up going inside the store. It is a over-the-counter product, so it's best to actually go in. I mean, you can go anywhere. I believe Camera Ready Cosmetics carries Dermablend in Dallas. But if you don't have a Dallas, I'm sorry, not a Dallas, but a Camera Ready Cosmetics store near you, you can always just go into the mall, like Dillard's or something like that. I do recommend to try it yourself, especially if you are, you know, of color. Don't let them people sell y'all something. Try it yourself. Like, try a sample out. For my highlight and contour today, I am using the Tarte concealer. You guys, I have not used that in so long, and I literally have just been buying stuff for my kid for when I start doing makeup again. And so they were having a sale for 50% off. And if you guys are like me, you guys love your concealers. Y'all, this concealer is, I think it's about $24. I literally got it for like 12 or 13. So that's not bad. And so I went ahead and stocked up in a few shades. And so I will put the shade down below. I believe it's medium tan sand. Contour I used is going to be from Juvia's Place as well in the shade Katsina. Next, I'm going to go in with my translucent powders. I'm still testing out the honey shade from Laura Mercier, so I'm using a mixture of that as well as the translucent. I still feel like the translucent gives me that pow, but the honey is subtle. So next, I'm going to go in with my P. Louise base, and I'm using the shade 5. And I'm just going to buff that in with a blending brush, and I'm just using like a dollar one from like the, what is that store in the mall? The dollar store. I call it the dollar store, but I'll leave it down below. Next, we are going to play in the James Charles palette. I have not grabbed this palette in quite some time.
And so I'm just taking those two eyeshadows that I pointed to, which is that warm brown as well as that chocolate. And I'm following my nose contour, and that's where I felt like I would start at today. And I'm going to focus on applying this in my crease, and it is going to be my transition color as well. Next, I'm taking that chocolate brown, applying that to the outer V, bringing that into the crease, just to kind of give it that smoky effect. Also, just a quick tip. I don't give them too often because I will be doing classes. But for those of you who find that you cannot pack on color and you notice like your color does not stay on your eyes, it's all about packing. By that I mean patting in instead of actually blending. So it always depends on what type of look that you're trying to complete. Like if you want the colors to pop or if you want the colors to be soft and actually blend. That is always going to be, I guess, your guide to figure out how and what brushes to use. Okay, and so I'm gonna go add in a darker color, and so I'm using a black eyeshadow just with a dark brown, that same brown, and I'm just making that outer corner just smokier. And so I'm gonna just gonna pack that in and build it up and also blend that out. And then just make sure that it is not so harsh where that transition color is. So you will kind of see me working it in a little bit just to make sure everything's nicely blended. And so this does take a few minutes, especially if you want everything, to look as one. Also, a quick tip, if you find that you go too far up to your brow and that's not where you want to put your eyeshadow color, like for me, I do not like my eyeshadow color all the way up to my brows. It just doesn't look pleasant, in my opinion. And so what you can do is take your concealer, foundation, take a little bit and just line it and just kind of just blend that out with a brush. And I tend to use just like my regular concealer brush, and that will help actually blend out the eyeshadows as well as blend that concealer in. Next, we are going to go ahead and prep our eyes. And so I'm just taking off the excess product on the lid just to make sure it's clean for my base because we are going to do a cut crease. Typically, I don't always do this method. Sometimes I will just put my base down just depending on the colors that I'm using. So because we're using sort of kind of light shades today, I'm going to go ahead and clean it up. I just use a little bit of Vaseline on a Q-tip, and then I'm going to go in with my P. Louise base in the shade. I believe I use 5 again. And so I'm just going to go in with that and create the cut crease that I'm looking for. Next, I'm going to take that same eyeshadow. I'm using that black and I'm mixing it with the brown. I'm going to apply that on the outer V and kind of push that into the crease. Next, I'm going to take a gold pigment and I'm applying that in the inner tear duct. At first, it just wasn't giving me much, so I am going to go in and end up replacing it. And then I took a sort of orangey peach eyeshadow. It has like a pink undertone to me, but like more of an orange, so orangey pink. I'm using that from the James Charles palette as well, and it just wasn't giving me no life. So I definitely wanted to add some glitter just to give it a little. Next, I'm gonna take my glitter glue from NYX and I'm applying that on the lid. And normally I actually apply my eyeliner first. I do recommend to do that so that way it's not a mess when you are doing your liner, just depending on your liner style for that day. With me, it actually just worked out because I did apply most of the glitter like on the crease part, so not, too close to the lash line. I did mix a few glitters and I do not know the names of all of them. I will try to link where I got them from down below, but I think I used about three different glitters. Next, I'm gonna go in with my liner, and I'm using the NYX matte liner. Y'all, this is by all means my favorite as of right now. Next, I'm gonna go in with my mascara, and I'm using the Urban Decay mascara in triple threat. You guys, this has become one of my favorites. It's something I actually grab for more than my other mascaras right now. I don't like to kind of like dabble in a few, but I do have two that are open. And then next, I'm gonna go in with my lashes. The lashes that I'm wearing are in the style of royalty. Definitely make sure you guys follow my Instagram page, MCD Luxury, or you can search Miss Creative Diva. And then also go ahead and go to the website. I'll leave the link down below to sign up for notifications. I will be sending out email notifications for those who are signed up for launch dates and wig releases. I ended up going with another pigment. It's like a pink sort of blue tone. It seems to have like a hint of purple in it too. I thought it would be really, really pretty. And you guys, I love the way this look came out. Like the eyes are everything for me. The pigment is gonna be from Makeup Is My Life Cosmetics. Definitely check her out. Black on. Next, I'm just taking some of that P. Louise base. I'm just adding it on the lower lash line. I did decide to play in some neon pigments. I typically do not use them. This is actually my first time, I think. And so I'm taking this hot pink eyeshadow. I did realize that it was just a little too much. And so you will see me end up adding a shade from the Morphe palette that we were using. So I'm using like a little bit of that black and then also a fuchsia color out of that palette just to kind of tone it down. So next I am going to add a black liner in the waterline. And so I'm using a pencil from NARS. I actually have to say this is like one of my favorite. I really like this one and then an Urban Decay, I think it's 24 hour. They stay in place and they do not drop. Like typically like if I've cried with my mascara on or anything like that, I don't have any issues with it, burning my eyes or, just dropping or being on my face. Okay, so after smoking out the eyes, I did go in and add, I just wanted to add just a little bit more of that pigment. You guys, like, it was it for me. Like, it was all it for me. So I did take a little bit and add it on the lower lash line, just at the first beginning portion, and blended it with the lash line. Y'all, it came out so gorgeous. Like, y'all finna see highlights everywhere. I swear. So next, I'm just setting my under eye. Now, I typically like to add a little extra powder, and now this for some may be doing the most, but hey, I am the mostest, so it is what it is. I'm just making sure to move off any excess powder, and then I'm gonna go in and add my bronzer. The bronzer that I'm using is from Morphe, and so I'm just making sure to kind of touch up the nose. I did do a little bit of that earlier, and then I'm also just gonna add that bronzer to the face, as well as underneath the jawline. Kind of slim up that face. Although she's slimming naturally. I am taking my Elf brush, y'all. I still love. I am like a diehard for my old school brushes. Like I love the Elf brushes. It's no more than $3. Super beginner friendly. I get a lot of questions on what type of brushes. I'll have a video soon. I know I keep saying that, but soon is here. And so I did go ahead and take that off, and then I'm going to go in with my powder. And I love to use this flat top of brush as well. And this helps with packing on my foundation. And so this is a foundation powder. I just use it for powder purposes, but you definitely can use it for your foundation. We're gonna go in with this blush. Now this is not the palette that I wanted to use, y'all. I hadn't lost my other blush palette. I think I put it in the storage when I was moving stuff around. So I gotta go in and find that blush palette. So I'm just gonna go in with this sort of pinky blush. I felt like it went with the look. It's giving like a little mauve. So I did mix a few colors for it. But I love a little color on the cheeks. Next, I'm gonna go in with my Ofra highlighter. This is called Beam the Haters. I think it's a fitting name, y'all. I love this highlighter. It is super gorgeous. Gold undertone. I love me a gold highlighter in general, and so I'm just popping that on. And y'all, I'm trying out this new brush, and I must say that it is amazing. Like I love it. And so I'm just applying that highlighter on the top points of the cheeks, the bridge of the nose, and on what is that called? Cupid's bow. Next, I'm gonna go in with my lip color, and the lip liner that I'm using is from Morphe. I believe it's in the shade Bar, but if I'm mistaken, I will put it down below for you guys. And please remember, all links will be down below, so please go ahead and follow them. Some will be affiliate links, but they will definitely get you there to the products and support your girl. I was looking to do like a nude look. I was gonna actually go in with a chocolate, but I felt like it wasn't fitting. And so this one actually reminds me of the Dubai lipstick that I love. You guys know that I stay in my new family. And so I'm applying this one. I don't remember the name of this lipstick, but I will leave it down below for you guys for those of you who are interested. This has to be like my one of my favorite nudes. And then I'm gonna go in with these glosses. Let me know what you guys think of the gloss, honey. I got something coming for y'all. So y'all, this is going to be the finished look. I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial. Let me know what you guys think of this look. Is y'all feeling the lip combo, the gloss? Please feel free to go ahead and subscribe if you are not. Like and share this video. I definitely do appreciate the love. And I will see y'all in my next one. Later.